Good morning and welcome to an office vlog. I'm gonna stop talking about the numbers since I'm potentially going to be filming these not necessarily in sequence now. So first things first though, I have more Amazon mail, including what is very obviously the second shelf for the cable management system. And I am both excited and terrified about this one because it's in really rough shape. So we're gonna open that first here, but I have some other mail that we will be opening as well, and I'm pretty sure this one is going to let me start working on the bookshelf project. But first off, let's open this because I'm kind of scared of this one here. So okay, well this is the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this. So here's one of those plastic things. I'm guessing, oh, those must go in between the shelves. Or let me look at what the I'm assuming directions say those are. Well, it doesn't have those listed as a part. So maybe they're just for shipping to keep these from beating each other up. Because yeah, now that I look in here, you can see they are positioned between the shelves. So hopefully they are a packing item only. So how many legs are in here as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very clearly supposed to be in that and well managed, and they're not. I can tell this thing feels super duper nice though. Oh man, just that is solid. Plastic bits there. Open bag of plastic bits. Yeah, this was definitely a return. So, well, the tape hasn't been touched on this, and I feel like that's probably got some important stuff in it. So maybe it was like the wrong color or something for someone. I don't know. And they changed their mind because these are available in blue at least as well. I think everything is there, so it's probably fine. Let me look at those packing things again. But okay, that's everything. Should be good. All right, again, because this is shipped in the manufacturer box, I don't know who sent this. I know one of the two people who sent one of these, definitely huge thank you to you, who I do know, but whoever sent the second one, and I have no idea which is which, thank you to you as well, because I'm really excited about this. This is going to be life-changing, I think, for how I store cables. And then, like I mentioned, I'm also going to be going through and putting Velcro straps, hook and loop, on every single cable that I put in this, and I think it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, so this all looks good. This looks like it's intact. Checked the manifest, so should be fine. Let's move on to some of the next stuff. Okay, this one has two different things in it, so I'm not exactly sure what all will be in here. So, oh, okay, that is the arm for the GoPro. I'm really excited to check that out because that's gonna be weird. Okay, so I think both of these are maybe from one person here. There are two notes. Yes, they're the same person. So thank you. I'm going to try my best here. Thank you, Jorgen, for these. That is the GoPro arm that I will be putting on the electronics bench. And then, oh yes, these are the light magic arms. So these are what I was trying to describe. I will be putting the lights onto these, and then I can position the lights how I need to. Oh, that is excellent. Yeah, that's gonna be really nice. That is, I like that. That is super helpful. Thank you so much for sending these. Oh, I'm looking forward to trying those out. You know what? Let's try something here. I wanna see this in action. All right, okay, this could be, oh, I like this a whole lot. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I've started this and I'm gonna clap. The mic on that should have picked that up, as well as my lapel mic, and now I can switch between the two shots here, and I'm gonna try that as I open this next package, which has a really long thing in it that I don't know what is. Just pull that. Oh! Okay, so this, let me get this here a little closer. So this is a line set or a rod set for running network cable, for running networking cable into walls. So you have these, okay, they're slightly flexible. I'm not 100% sure how you use this, but these all screw together so that you can make an extended flexible line that you can push through the wall to pull a cable through. So you feed this down and then you pull the cable up. Okay. That is cool. Let me see if there was a note in there. Thank you, Zillick. Hope to see you tackle that networking project soon. Office vlogs are great. Glad that things are working out. From, oh, Franjo. Oh, thank you. Okay, so yes, the networking video is currently only being held up by figuring out what I'm doing with the T-Mobile internet thing I talked about in the last video. So I'm still playing around with speed testing and figuring out where it should go because I need to, just I'm trying to figure that out. Is that going to be the solution? You know, just still playing around with some stuff. As soon as that's done, then I think I'm ready to start doing the networking stuff. The only thing that's really in the way is that I need to clean up a little bit so I can get to all the wall panels, but that's it. So yeah, I'm pretty much ready on that one. But thank you, Franjo, for sending this. This is going to be really cool, and I'm excited to try actually a lot of the new stuff that I was sent out for doing these kinds of things, because I have not done a lot of this, and people have had some really awesome recommendations. So thank you again. All right, next up is something I definitely, I'm pretty sure I know what it is, because there's only so many flat things that would have made sense here. They really didn't, Amazon really kind of messed up this one. But this is the stickers. This is the label stickers for putting years on the bookshelf dividers. All right, hope this helps you, and thank you, Eric's Variety Channel. He requested a shout out there. So thank you, I'm gonna guess, Eric, for sending these, because these are going to be very helpful. And that is now the last thing that I was waiting for to get that done, well, started. So now I can go work on that, but these are going to be really handy. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, we have one last package here, and I'm used to seeing these size boxes being for the bookshelf stuff, but not this. So let's see what is in here. All right. Hope this helps getting your new GoPro set up. They are super useful, and the new Hyper Smooth Stabilization 2.0 is insane. Can't wait to see the Data General working. Keep up the great work, from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, and that tells me exactly what this is going to be. This is a kit. I did not know it came in a case full of GoPro mounting accessories. So this actually became a lot more useful now that I have additional GoPros and did not have ways of mounting them. So thank you. This is going to be extremely helpful. There's a lot of little stuff in here for doing this. I was curious about these. So these are, oh, that is pungent. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay, that's adhesive. These are kind of how GoPros mount. So you have these things that kind of just push in place and then snap in. But I was wondering, because they don't give you a lot of these. These are kind of like the most useful thing to me. They're 1/4 tripod mounts to the GoPro thing. But I was wondering if I could just like drill a hole through this and then put a nut. But now that I think about it, this slides so close to over that won't really work. But I can just glue them to things. So especially something like this that's going to be dedicated to just GoPro stuff. Again, thank you. Oh, this, I guess I can, good grief, that's long. I guess I can try selfie stick like this. Man, okay, I gotta we're putting this one on here because this is hilariously long. All right, this is completely collapsed, and here is all the way away. That is hilarious. I could see this for like a crowd shot almost, but wow, that is super far. That's almost as far. Yeah, I can get that right next to the other GoPro. That is hilarious. Okay. But that actually works. That's probably going to be handier than I'm thinking it will be. I kind of do wish I'd had that. It is way lighter than my tripod too. Oh, You know, I was gonna mock this thing, but now I kind of like it. But really, the mounting accessories are what the main attraction is to a kit like this. There is a lot of good stuff in here for just mounting to random stuff. So again, thank you, Andrew, for sending this. There's a lot of good stuff here to check out now. But I have to get to my tasks today, so I'm going to progress on with those. Now that I had both shelves, I actually decided to try streaming assembling them. This would let me put the shelves together and start working on that project, and it would allow me to test the streaming capability of the new internet solution I have. So I spent about 2 hours on a stream, and definitely a lot of time setting it up as well that day, but that all worked out really well, and I'm very happy with the results. You can actually watch the stream recording on my second channel if you want to see that. I'm going to come back to these shelves in a later vlog, though, because there is it's a lot of work. I'm still not done putting everything in there and organizing things, so I want to come back to them to give you my final thoughts on how well they work, but that turned out really well overall, the whole streaming project, and that started to motivate me to get back to setting up the streaming setup that I really want to use, which will be centered around the electronics bench. So I decided to start turning my attention back towards that. Real quick before that though, I had a new idea for what I could potentially do for lighting that is actually cheaper and easier to maintain with the concerns that were voiced about me going with all LED panels. You know, I was talking about getting some of these instead of repairing these. I like this a lot more. These are cheaper and easier to maintain. So I'm thinking about going for those instead. Because that would make a lot more sense. Some people were telling me that the lights will burn out over time as I use them. Yeah, that's true. These are a lot cheaper to maintain. Once you buy the fixture, you can then replace the bulbs, and these bulbs are fine for making videos with. So I don't mind that. And you know, when I'm this far away from them, the shadows are fairly soft, and then they're spread out far enough. So I think that could work. Maybe I'll look into that, because I still really am not a fan of trying to pay for these lights and then figuring out how, and then I'm really concerned about flicker from putting LEDs in there, because it would almost be worse than the color temperature mismatch if they flicker, because the color temperature thing I can fix by fiddling with stuff in my editing software, but the flicker, that's impossible. Once that's in the video is just broken. It's terrible. So yeah, really concerned about flicker, so I don't know. And I can't afford to buy like multiple different kinds of lights and test them one at a time, because it's just, you know, it's too expensive. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to work on some other things, and then yeah, I'll probably get back to this in a bit. Okay, I am going to see what it's like to mount the multi-monitor arm to the electronics bench. I have mounted the GoPro with the flexible arm stand thing for now, and I'm gonna try that for the process of mounting it. So first off, let's go ahead and get this open because I need to get it out so I can put it on. I'm expecting this to basically just be a pole that I will attach to the electronics bench, and then I can put on the two different arm clamp things. Wow, it's more of just a pole than I realized. There's one arm, and the other arm is beneath it. Excellent. So that is the clamp mount. That's the one I'm going to be using. This is like really super robust. Wow. This is the best one of these I've seen. I can read the directions, but pretty much know what they're going to say. They're going to say, put those 3 bolts in the bottom of the pole to attach it to the stand. Yeah, right there. That's all. So, okay, there's that attached. Getting the arms on is comparatively easy. Now, I wanted to put this in the back, but with how, yeah, huge that base is, I'm actually going to have to put it kind of forward, which sucks because it's going to obstruct the outlet I have that's down here. Yeah, you can see how that's going to block that right there. That kind of sucks. But it's going to be, I think, worth it to have that huge arm. Yeah, I really like how solidly that mounts. Oh, that's super duper solid there. I really, yeah, that's excellent. I like that. Yeah. And I'm going to slide the first arm on here. Oh, this is the first one of these I've seen that uses like a zip tie strap. Oh, these are fancy. Okay. This mounting plate's slightly weird, so you slide it on, and then I guess it has these thumb screws. I feel like that's wrong, but I can't think of a good reason why it isn't. Okay, well, that's gonna make this a whole lot easier. Yeah, this is super easy being able to do this off. Man, this is a really nice kit, actually. Okay, and then I will just slide it on, and that's that. That is really, really easy and simple. Okay, so the vertical tension's wrong on this, so I can just go ahead and tighten it up here. That's good. I like that. I think this could use a little more as well. Now I'm just hand holding this for a moment because one of the things is that I'm going to be standing about right here and looking at this, and I want to have two of these here, and I was always planning on having two of them with all the stuff right here. And it would be possible to mount one going over like that. But now that I'm seeing this, I'm kind of wondering if maybe one of these should be down low and then the other one up above it there instead. Kind of like that idea as well. You know, honestly, could also just put one there and one there. I have the two arms for this unit, but I could probably move one of them. There's a lot of trash from here because this one was just a single arm mount, and I clamped this one to it when it wasn't supposed to be. So I could probably put it on this pole. They're really close to, if not exactly the same diameter. So I guess everyone's copying everyone else's homework on that. So I could put, oh, I wanted one vertical. That's right. So like, let's say this like that. Yeah, that's right. Because I wanted that for chat. That complicates it. Now that doesn't really fit well anywhere. I'm liking this a lot. Having that mounted to here just feels right. So I got to figure out how exactly I want to do this. I could still have that all the way down there and then have two up there, I bet. Just have like a whole weird corner of monitors over here. That'd look funny. But yeah, that's looking good. I'm really happy with that. Okay, I just got into the office today and just set up very quickly to record here because this is the first real day of rain since I have taken possession of the office. Well, I mean, moved in, you know, and I didn't buy it. I wish that would have been cool. And I just wanted to see if there were any roof leaks because you guys had concerns about it. So there's been some things that are slightly suspicious, like this mark. This is a little weird there. But more importantly, there have been some discolored areas in some of the tiles, but I don't think there are any actual leaks, but I don't know. Because I didn't see any discoloration on the carpet, so there's potentially one there. Pull that open in a moment. It's a little dark area here. Nope, totally fine. Nothing going on over there as I'll move along here. Okay, so we got a couple of spots here that would really suck if that dripped, because that would just go straight into software. So I will definitely take a look at that in a moment. And then here, there's that area looks a little suspicious. In fact, that actually looks the most suspicious out of anything. Okay, now one thing I've learned here with every single time I've poked my head up there is that I probably want this on. Because it is not clean air up there. Ugh. Okay, so there is some kind of AC vent right there. So it may actually drip when the AC is running, not when the rain happens. Yeah, those absolutely 100% line up with that. So it could just be dripping down the side of the unit when it rains, but I didn't see. Let me see if it feels damp. You know what? That's damp. That is 100% damp. Okay, so that's good to know. Yeah, that's damp. Okay, I'm taking that one down. So I mentioned that, because that's not good. That's very, very not good. Okay, so I found one leak in the roof. Cool. My thing fall off. Then there's this here. Not wanting to cooperate. The thing over there, can I slide it this way? No, because there's an AC vent. All right, why is there a towel right there? Okay, so we got this thing. Get that out of the way. Yeah, that's suspicious looking, but that's dry. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move out all of this stuff so it can't get water damaged. Hopefully it didn't rain a whole lot, I think, here. So I don't think anything will have been able to get through and actually cause any water damage, but I do need to move all of this right now so it can't get water damaged. Yeah, it seems to be the only spot so far. So that's good to know. I will pass that on to the landlord to get that fixed. Everything else here seems like it's probably fine. A little bit of discoloration there, but I think that's, I don't know, I can just check. One of these up? Yeah, no, that's totally fine. No problem there. So this discoloration is nothing to worry about. Okay, so it's just the one, I believe. That part of being on the top floor sucks, but yeah, it's not too bad. Just one leak for what is very definitely an old building. So, all right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take some pictures to document that and pass that along. Okay, I went ahead and documented everything, and I've contacted the landlord, so I should be good. I will probably get a reply or something, I don't know, but I've moved everything out of the way here. I've been meaning to clean up this space, and, well, I didn't really succeed at that because I just kind of chucked everything in there for now. But, yeah, I need to get to this still. I'm now kind of wondering if maybe putting up bookshelves along there isn't the best idea, since that has leaked now, and the likelihood is that it will potentially leak again in the future. So I'm wondering if maybe here would be better, and then move cables over there, since they'll take potential water damage better. But I don't know. Still toying with layout stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. I can get back to whatever my regularly scheduled projects for the day are going to be. Okay, so I did go ahead and take the PlayStation 3D display off of that other arm from my desk, and I had to take the arm off to get it off because of how it goes on there. So I tried putting it on here just for giggles, and I really like that solution, actually. So I want to do that. I am going to put the third arm on there and have one here, one there, and then the chat one here. And then when I'm looking at the camera, it will be so much easier to read the chat. So this is actually really nice. Something I noticed here. The new arms have a metal mount here, which you would think that just, why wouldn't it be metal? It makes sense for it to be metal. It'd be stupid for it to be plastic. Well, the ones I had before, it is in fact plastic. Metal, plastic. And yeah, that has sucked. And it means that it slides around really easily even when it's tight. These are metal with like a plastic bushing inside almost, so they're actually going to be way stronger. So yeah, this new one is just way, way better than what I've already had. But this is going to be really, really nice, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and get this fully attached here. Got the stuff, and then I'm gonna put at least one more monitor. I was just doing some other stuff here that'll show up at some point, and that monitor will go on there I wanted that monitor to go on there too today, but I can't get that one to behave, so I don't know yet what monitor is going on there. I do want that monitor on there specifically though. I'm trying to sort out the monitors by which ones have, if I flip this one around, which ones have which capabilities. And actually I should look at the other one again, because this one has DVI, VGA, and HDMI with audio. And I very specifically want it to have audio HDMI. That way I can use it for other sources. I have that. Let me just go look here really quick. What does this have? This has HDMI with audio and VGA. You know what? That's good enough. That's fine. Okay, so that one can go there, and then the other one can go there. That'll work. Okay, because that's too useful to have stuck over here when I already have that one. Because I want to be able to plug like a computer into it, see local VGA, and then when I'm doing diagnostics over here or something like that, get local VGA and be able to plug in an HDMI source with audio and be able to hear it or do stuff like that. So there's a couple of things that I need, and I'm very choosy on which monitors I'm using. It's part of why I've also picked up so many monitors, because that particular feature set you really can't get anymore. You have to get an older monitor to have HDMI with audio and VGA. There was a really kind of narrow window where both were relevant still. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting that one on there, and then I'm gonna put the Samsung on there for now. It won't turn on for me most likely, but I want to just see what it looks like with 3. So even just for giggles, it doesn't actually base a mount though. Some of you are not gonna like this, but I just drilled holes in the back of this sucker so I could get it to mount on an arm. Yeah, that was not the most dignified thing for that monitor, but goodwill, and it doesn't really matter. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, so that one's on. I was going to put one on there, but there's a couple of things. This is a much stronger strut than those are, and I didn't know that. So I'm thinking about swapping this arm, the one that one is on, for that one, because that one will hold the weight a lot better. So I'm thinking that would not be a bad idea. And I don't really have a good monitor to put on there. The Samsung, it's just not gonna work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get something else. I looked and I am actually kind of out of those monitors, so I'm gonna need something else. I will figure something out, thrift store or new monitor, something else. I don't know. So we'll figure that out. But for right now, I kind of want to move that small table to right here and then set up the I guess streaming PC is what that is. Over here somewhere, somehow, maybe in that corner. And then get everything connected and see what it's like using it over here, because this is going to be a different ball game. You know what I could do temporarily? Let's put this off to the side here. Oh, this is a good idea. Just in the short term, because I don't want this back on a monitor arm, but I put the PS3D display up there, so I can get a feel for what it'll be like with the 3 monitors, and it will be good. Yeah, it's a little oppressive, but that just means that it's cool. This won't lean forward anymore. That stand kind of sucks for tilt options, but yeah, that'll work. Okay, I can try setting up the displays like that and then get a feel for it. So I'm thinking like OBS window, chat, actual computer usage is kind of what I'm thinking here. Yeah, this is going to be really cool. Okay. This turned out really incredible here. So here would be OBS, or it might be over there, I don't know. Here would be the chat, all right? And this monitor has like really bad vertical viewing angles, so I don't know if that one will work out well in the long run, but it's there just for now to test with. And then we have up here another monitor. So 2 monitors, one for OBS, one for doing like actual computer stuff. I have the GoPro here, and I can move this around as needed, get up close into something, leave the camera there, move it back. This is really, really nice for this. And then with 2 hands free here, I can actually go ahead and move this. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I could, if this table was my workbench that I want to build, go ahead and swing this around over here and adjust the image for that. So now I could be working over here and have it show up on the monitor as well. So this is really exactly what I want. All I'm missing is the Blackmagic over there, which I could set up right now. I put the better Blackmagic capture card in the system. You know what? So this is what it would look like if I was streaming with the camera over there. Okay, I can almost see with that monitor. I don't know yet. Wow. Okay, so then I can look over to here to the chat. This is really, really cool. Wow. Okay, so a light over here is going to be a problem. So I tried a couple of different things with the monitor, or the Magic Arms I was sent. So this one I had the camera on when I was setting all of this up. I put one here, and then I found out that these lights are just a little too heavy for these to hold in position. And it basically always goes slack. Or if it doesn't, it's gonna like tear the bolt out of the T-bar handle. So I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. But this looks like this is gonna need to be slightly higher up anyway, or the camera has to be higher up and pointed slightly down to avoid getting that in frame, and that's totally possible with that tripod. But this is excellent. I'm really excited about this. Wow. That is going to be really incredible and cool. I need to get this table thing sorted out like ASAP, because this is fantastic. Hi there. Now you're seeing what it's like when I'm actually streaming, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw this into the video. This was not actually a stream, even though there may be some chat type stuff going on up here. Pay no attention to that. That was just me testing, because I can see it right here, and man, that's so nice. But I just kind of wanted to show you what it would be like if I was doing a stream. Wow, that is reflecting just straight up at the lights. Well, okay, so I'm gonna have to have 2 lights off to the sides. This is why I test things. But I wanted to be able to show you how the setup would work. So let's say we're taking a look at the HP ThinkJet here, and I wanted to show you something in particular. Well, I can bring the camera down here, and then I can show you something here, like really close up. And I can get in there with the camera, and I can bring it in at a different angle or something and really like get it way down in there. I don't know how well the GoPro will focus there. Pretty darn well, actually. That is, I mean, that's really close. That is cool. But then I could bring it way far back up, and you can see the whole thing. That is phenomenal. Wow, that's super cool. Now the only downside here, you can notice there's like a huge delay between the GoPro and the actual Blackmagic there. Part of that is just there's going to be a difference between 2 camera sources, but another part of that is because this is going over USB-C, and I'm actually using a program that takes the USB-C connection from the camera and exposes it as a device, a video camera sort of, and it doesn't work super great. There's a lot of quality issues. Like if I switch over to a scene that's nothing but the camera, you can see that it's really crunchy, and I can't tune that quite as well as I'd like because it's USB-C, and there's just some different stuff going on. Like the back of the camera is just locked off. I can't do anything. I think when it's HDMI out, there's more options, but really I need to do HDMI capture with it no matter what. So I've actually put some stuff in the Amazon wish list, was empty for a while and people were asking me to put some more stuff in here. So I had this idea. I put some stuff in there for me to do HDMI capture with these, because with some of the stuff that's in there, I could capture with this 8 that I was sent and the 6 at the same time. Now the 6 already has HDMI out. I just need the micro HDMI to full-size HDMI, and then a couple more cheap capture cards. They don't need to be super great. I know the ones that I linked are MJPEG. That's fine. It's going to end up resulting in some crunchiness for the video. You know what? You would like to see me talking, not just my hands waving. It's going to result in some crunchiness for the video using MJPEG, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Actually, that was a good reason for a monitor over there, so I don't accidentally start talking to the camera while thinking that, oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to put a monitor over there with the actual OBS live feed. That's a really good thing to have tested there. So yeah. All right, I am interrupting this video mid-filming, talking about the wish list thing, because only a couple of days ago I put it together and put it up on Amazon, and a lot of the stuff has already been bought off of there. So I'm going to check it out here now. You guys are still so incredible. Thank you so much. I have 2 things here, and one of them, it was requested that I check to make sure everything was okay and it looked fine. So both of these are open because I needed to make sure which one was which. We'll start with this one first, which comes from David Wood. Merry Christmas, Shelby, from David Wood. Thank you, David. So these are, oh man, that's interesting packaging. So one of the HDMI capture cards that will work over USB, and that is a very strange way of packaging that. The USB-C cables that will be used to power all of the cameras. Oh, those are, ooh, I like that. That's cool. So this is kind of funny. Up until I really started doing these office vlogs, my phone and my Switch were the only things that I used that had USB-C ports. So I kind of it was just a charging thing to me, and I just used it for 2 devices. In the Switch I didn't even really use because I just plugged it into the dock. So it's like my phone was the only USB-C device that I was using. Now I'm constantly interacting with the cameras. My little wireless microphone system uses USB-C. I have my laptop that now has C ports, and I got something else that I will showcase in a different video that's now USB-C. So I'm actually using USB-C quite a lot, and it's kind of weird. So these are definitely going to be handy for the cameras. And the 5-pack, this is 5 of these cables, actually was just economically the best way of getting longer C cables to use with the cameras. So I'm probably going to use some of these for other things as well. And my life is just going to be a lot easier. So thank you. But most of these are going to be attached to something like here on the arm, so I can move it around, or potentially here to replace the Logitech C910 and then just run them up the stands. I do need to fix all of that because that's a bit but I'll figure that out as I go along. So thank you again, David, for sending these. Now, these packages, this is something I'd never seen before. The Amazon gift option. That is cool. This says, keep your gift a surprise, unwrap your present before opening this envelope. So we have 2 here. This one, actually they're both from the same person. So a blessed Christmas from Wayno Gary and the kitties. Thank you, Wayno. So that it is tied here. All right, these are the micro HDMI adapter cables that I need to connect all of the GoPros to HDMI capture cards, because those have micro HDMI ports on them. So you can't just plug them straight in. So those are going to be exceptionally handy. And the other one is also, I believe it was supposed to be the same note as a blessed from Wayno Gierny. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And this one, will really help with the micro USB cables. This is the media mod for the second GoPro Hero 8. Oh, that is super handy. So, oh, that's nice. This will, I'm gonna have to open this. So this adds 2 features to the GoPro that makes it much easier to use in the way that I'm using them, because they're meant to just be action cameras that you slam on something and then just don't think about. But I'm ending up using them more as actual production cameras. So the way this works is the GoPro has this little door and you have to pop off, and then you can access the C port, the micro SD card, and the battery. So what you do with the media mod, you take that door off, pull this open, all right, slide the camera in, and it basically just docks in there like that. Close this door up, and you can still access the mounting thing there, but you have a C port permanently exposed, an audio in port, which is how I'm connecting my microphone, and a micro HDMI out right there, which can be connected to with one of these. And now I can do HDMI capture of this thing. So that is extremely helpful. Thank you so much, Wayno, for sending that. That is going to make it possible for me to do a lot of things that will be really cool with the GoPros going forward. So I'm really excited about this. Hello, I have 2 more packages here to open. These just keep coming. You guys are fantastic. I'm not actually sure what these are, so let's go ahead and check this out. So, oh, okay. The first one here is from Judd Sandage. Protect your hands. So this is actually something that I will be using for the networking equipment, for the rewiring. Give me one moment. Now, this was something that they recommended to me when I mentioned that I was going to be putting the keystones together myself. This thing holds the keystones in place. I got to learn how here. Looks like, okay, so like that. Okay, yeah, that holds that in really well. And then you're able to take the punch tool and you can put it onto, it goes the other way, onto the wires, and oh, yeah, that is way nicer. It gives you something larger to hold because humans aren't great at manipulating small things. So that's going to be really handy. Thank you. They recommended that and then offered to get it. So yeah, that'll be really nice. That is going to be much better than trying to hold a little tiny thing and then there's a blade on here. You slip and you stab yourself. Oh, no, this is way better. Thank you. Next up is a package from Philip, and wow, okay, that was super fast. Okay, so it's actually 2 different HDMI capture cards here. This is another one for the GoPro, so I will now be able to hook up another one of the GoPros here. This one is different. I actually just put this on there yesterday, I think. This is a GameLink Easy Cap, and there is software apparently. But this is an HDMI capture card that I believe is USB 3, and it is supposed to be able to handle obscure resolutions. I forget who. Oh, it's one of those. It is one of those horrible devices that uses an A to A cable. Oh, gross. Why? It's USB 3. Make it a C port. Come on. Oh, that's awful. This is not an officially supported standard yet. Companies do this anyway. Ugh, man, it just means that this cable is permanently married to this device. I may as well just solder the shielding into there because I can't lose this cable because it's not standard. There isn't a guaranteed way that it's wired. So just, ugh. But anyway, this is supposed to be a higher quality capture card that can capture more obscure resolutions, and especially when paired with an open source scan converter. So I'm actually gonna try that out. I forget who, but someone mentioned it on Twitter that this is able to capture the obscure resolutions when paired with the OSSC. So I'm really curious to try that. EasyCap coming off of my laptop actually. And I'm just running DaVinci Resolve here so you can see. Well, there we are. That is both capture card setup and tested. They're working, and I think the EasyCap is actually going to work out well for video capture stuff. And interestingly, that will actually allow me to capture from my laptop that I'm bringing if I ever need to do that. I don't know why I would. It's kind of the whole point with the networking stuff that I'm setting up, is that I can have my dedicated capture PC in one spot and then move the network adapters around the building if I need to, or have enough of them that I don't need to move anything, and then just capture station setup. So, but yeah, this is good for the live streaming setup, which I'm really looking forward to trying. So thank you again for sending these, Phillips. That's going to be extremely helpful. Again, the only thing holding me back now is the workbench, and I'm going to start working on that after the new year. So yeah, that's the current plan. Okay, I think that is it for the moment for the stream setup here. There's not a whole lot else that I can do with that for the moment. I did try to put that monitor, I actually pulled it off of the desk over there. I tried to put it on my laptop stand here, but now the mouse pad wiggles because it was way too heavy and that thing is not as high quality as I hoped. So now I'm not sure how I'm gonna get an OBS preview over here. This camera monitor is, well, the HDMI out from the camera goes into my audio recorder because it does time code. Then it goes out back up to the monitor, and then the monitor is also a splitter, and then it goes off to the computer. So what I may have to do is plug the computer into the audio recorder and then have it go off to the computer, and then have a second HDMI cable that comes back to go to this monitor. That would kind of suck. I really hope I don't have to do that. It might be possible for me to get a monitor on like a really tall stand or something. I don't know, that I can just set over there. But for the moment, not sure what I'm going to do about that. I got to think about that some. But I didn't want to put the monitor on here and then have this potentially destroy this, because I actually really like using this thing. Every day I come in here, I put the laptop on there without even like deciding to do it. It's just like, oh, I need to use the laptop or something. I throw it on there and then it just stays here all day. And then I come back to it, I'm standing, I go use it for a few seconds and I walk away. It turns out I really like being able to just walk up, use the computer, and then walk away without this commitment of sitting down, turning the chair, getting into the position, all that stuff. I really like just having it be there, use it, leave. And I'm definitely realizing now that I don't want like a whole big desk setup. I really like the nice light work area. I don't really consider myself the kind of person who like has to have a standing desk, but I want that and I don't want a sitting desk, so I guess I am. This sounds phenomenal to me here. I can't wait to start setting this up more. Like I need to set up all that stuff, but that's kind of separate from the streaming side of this. But yeah, I think that's it for the streaming setup for the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that, because that is all way cooler and has turned out much better than I thought it would. Thank you to everyone who helped get some stuff for this, because those things have really helped bring that together in ways that I didn't even think of. So that's awesome. So thank you for that. But that is it for the moment. If you want to help out with the channel, after this video, definitely check the Amazon wish list, because there are things that'll help move this exact project forward. But that is it for the moment, and I will see you next time.